I'm somebody who always knew that I wanted to raise a child. I used to actually babysit when I was 9 years old for infants around the neighborhood. I don't know who in their right mind would actually leave an infant with a 9-year-old, but I've always enjoyed being around children. And so that's kind of brought me into this journey of foster parenting. I am a single person. There are a lot of single parents out there. And so I figured if single parents can do it, I can be a single foster parent. When I told my friends and my coworkers that I was going to be going through this process, some of the things that they shared with me was, oh, I didn't know they let single people do that. How are you going to handle the heartbreak? I heard a lot of things about working with the state and the foster care system in general. Being licensed through LCS, I feel like I got a lot of support, and I continue to get support. With my first foster son, he had a lot of health issues, and so I was in constant communication with the social worker through LCS. We had a lot of visits to the ER, to urgent care throughout the year and a half that he lived with me. I truly don't know how I'd have gotten through that without having a strong support network, but he came into my world and I loved him immediately. He was with me for a year and a half before he reunified with his birth parents. Having that support, the support of the foster parent, I think really comes from those private agencies, more so than the state. I mean, the state is there to support the parents and the reunification process and to support the children. But the private agency social workers, the LCS social worker, is there to support me and be a sounding board for any concerns that I have or whatever I'm going through. My next little guy came to me, just a happy, happy little guy. So he's now been with me almost 4 months. He really enjoys being outside, watching the leaves blowing and the wind on his face, and he just thinks that's the coolest thing ever. He spends a lot of time at my garden at the community pea patch with me at this point, playing with his toys, but maybe he'll help me with weeding someday or picking the tomatoes. He's just a joy, and I'm committed to be his mom for as long as he's with me. There's so many misconceptions out there like that you have to be more stable, or if you need to have more money, or oh, it would just be too hard if the child returned, or if I didn't agree with the child returning to their birth parents. Well, yeah, all that's true, but they still need a home, and you can provide that for them while their parents are figuring out their world and their lives. Being able to love a child who needs that love and that stability, to me, is by far the most rewarding. No matter how difficult it is on me or taxing on my support system, is worth it to that child that you're making a difference. And they're making a difference in my life too. We're both gaining from this experience, yeah, however long it lasts.